Welcome back to the Real Men Group podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Gray.
And I'm your girl, Mei Ling, here for the
Oh,
ladies.
Jesus. I give you all the time. Where we have real topic, real conversation, real results.
Yes.
What's the vibe?
The vibes. Well, the vibes are today we're going to be talking about trending topics.
Oh, shit. What
and
we got?
one of those trending topics are R. Kelly.
The R and R. Kelly?
Robert Kelly.
What's going on with Robert?
So Robert supposedly wrote 25 albums while he was in prison.
25 albums.
25 albums.
So listen, when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
So I'm the guy that separates the art from the artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always been a big fan of R. Kelly.
Yes.
You know, grew up listening to him. I mean, he's still on my playlist in heavy rotation. You know, but I'm the type of person that can separate R. Kelly from Robert.
I agree. I think that a lot of people have the same views as you.
Right.
I think that people don't agree with his actions.
Right.
But I think that his music is just it's backyard, it's barbecue, it's weddings.
That's right.
It's Step in the Name of Love, it's birthday parties, it's baby showers.
Baby shower. I Believe I Can Fly.
Name it. Listen, love making.
I mean, you cannot take away from what this men have done to the music industry.
I had a concert on the way over here to R. Kelly. Yeah. Sex in the Kitchen.
Ooh, over by the stove. Hands on the counter. By the butter rolls. Let's go talk that shit. So what are they saying? Like, is he going to like sell this music or he's going to release it? Like what is he trying to do with it? Like what do you think he's going to do?
I don't know. I think that maybe he's going to try to release some of it. To get some sort of residuals and possibly just to give us some music.
Listen, I would love it.
I would too.
I would love it. I mean, did you notice like you can still find his music on every streaming platform?
Absolutely, it hasn't stopped.
It hasn't stopped.
He's not hard to find.
I'm so happy about that.
I am too.
So I have John Morant, which is an NBA basketball player.
Okay,
plays for the NBA. He's with the Memphis Grizzlies. He is trending now because he's not happy where he's at right now. Mm-hmm. So those who don't know about John Morant, he's been in the hot seat over and over again, multiple suspensions, gun charges, but this boy can ball. This boy could ball.
Yeah.
You know, so according to sources that I've seen online, multiple executives of different teams, because they're trying to trade him. Mm-hmm. They're like, yo, I'm not interested.
Wow.
Because they don't want that drama. They don't want that bad boy on the squad anymore.
That sucks.
And
I totally understand. They're trying to wean it out. I feel like once you make it in your career or whatever it is that you set out to do in life, and you get to someone of his stature, like you gotta leave the hood shit in the hood.
Say it again.
You gotta leave it in the hood.
You know, and there's so many celebrities and artists that just feel like they need to be loyal to the hood.
Yeah.
You know, you got some that just I'm in the hood every day. You can find me in the hood every day. No. Not when you're sitting on millions like that.
No, not at all. You have to learn to separate the two. So
you shouldn't be carrying a gun when you are a celebrity or athlete.
That's why you make that money. You hire a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And they do the work for you. They're licensed for these particular things to carry, to protect you and things of that sort. So
I don't get it. This is when keeping it real goes wrong. Mm-hmm. But everybody know I'm a Knicks fan. Mm-hmm. You know, you're my guy. You interested? We'll take you right here in New York. Let's go.
Listen.
You know. So what else we got on some trending topics?
Max B is coming home.
Who?
Max B.
Mr. Wavy.
Yes.
I wonder how that's gonna go.
He's supposed to be released from federal prison, and the streets is chanting.
Listen, I know it was some issues between him and Jim Jones.
Yes.
You know, but you can't take away what he have done for the industry. Mm-hmm. You know, balling.
I know.
And
that song, no lie. You know this. And the crazy thing is, that song still goes hard in the clubs. It still goes hard in the clubs.
And you know, he's actually still touring, and you know, off that song. Mm-hmm. You know, when you have a song that big, that smash, I mean, you can tour for the rest of your life off that song.
Absolutely. Like I said, it still goes hard in the clubs. I was in Houston not too long ago, and the song came on and the crowd went crazy.
And that's crazy because it's not just a hit in New York. It's in other platforms.
Absolutely.
Jim, holla at me and Mei Ling, man. We'd love to have you on the show.
Absolutely.
Let's get to how bowling came about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's get to that. What else we got?
So we got a prize from Fuji's.
Killing Me Softly prize.
Yes, he's been ordered to pay $64 million. Yes.
Okay. Why $64 million? Where the hell did this come from?
Accordingly, the government ordered him to pay it because they're saying that lobbying and conspiracy.
This goes to leaving the hood in the hood. You know what I mean? You're a celebrity.
Yeah.
Why are you getting involved with shit that you shouldn't be involved with?
I agree.
You know, so $64 million?
Yes, $64 million.
What can you do with $64 million right now?
A lot of things.
Give me the first thing that you would do.
A lot of things.
$64 million right now.
A lot of things. Invest in property.
Facts.
I would invest in property. Of course, I would take care of all of my expenses and pay off all my credit card bills and things of that sort.
Okay.
You know, make sure my mom is good. Definitely make sure the family is good.
Right.
But definitely invest because you want to be able to see that money return. You know,
yeah,
$64 million. Believe it or not, it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
but it also goes very fast as well.
Yeah.
So
the first thing I'm doing, $64 million. I ain't telling a damn soul.
No, I wouldn't either.
I'm not telling nobody.
I wouldn't either.
I won't even, you know, because it's so you'd be so excited about things.
Yeah.
But everybody's not excited for you.
You know what I would honestly do if I was to come to $64 million right now? I honestly would book me a 2-week vacation and I would go away for 2 weeks because I would need to really sit down and, you know, plan out some things, plan out my life, you know, and put things into perspective. There's things that we say what we would do with the $64 million, but in the same token, like I said, that's something that you would really need to sit down and say, okay, this is my game plan. This is what I want to set out to do. I'm going to tackle this. I'm going to tackle that.
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to invest this. I want to put this over here in a CD. I want to do this with that. So I think I would take some time away from work and away from family and friends just to get away, to clear my mind and just to think, okay, how am I going to make this stretch out for the duration of my life? How am I going to make it continue to work and return for me as well so that I can continue to make money off it in the same token?
Absolutely. $64 million. I might run through the street butt-ass naked.
You're going to do Erykah Badu.
I'm saying
You're going to do Erykah.
I'm going to be Erykah Badu rag with this shit.
Gosh.
Because I'm not going to give a fuck. $64 million? What can you tell me?
Yeah.
What can you tell me?
Yeah.
But what I would do is definitely, first of all, my immediate family, we off the grid.
Right.
We're off the grid.
Right.
You know, because when you have that type of money, you're going to have vultures, you're going to have distant relatives, everybody want to be cousin, and, you know, everybody want to be all this. Like, I don't want to deal with none of that shit.
But you know what I think for the most part? I think that when you come into that kind of money, I feel like at our age, our big age that we are now, I think that you kind of know who your immediate circle is and who your people are. Like me, for instance, I know if I was to come into that type of money, I know exactly who and what I'm doing what for.
Right.
So that you come in out of the blue and, you know, you're reaching out and I'm no fool.
Listen,
I'm no fool. So there's not going to be, you know, of course, there will be people that, you know, you take care of. But for the most part, your inner circle, like you said, those immediate family members, your siblings, your mom, and maybe a few close friends that you have out of that, maybe some tight cousins or something to that sort, your children. Yeah. But no, we're not doing you calling and I ain't speak to you in 5 years talking about, what's up, cuz? Yeah.
We ain't doing that.
Nothing's up.
Doing that. So check this out. I'm looking to the camera right now. If you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, there's nothing for us to talk about. Yeah. There's nothing for us to talk about.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a good heart. So I can see me doing, you know, some charitable things and looking out for some people. I'm not a cold-hearted person. Like, I can't see somebody or know that they're in need just because we haven't realistically spoken in 10 years. If you really needed something and I had it, you know, and I could do it, then I probably would.
That is a straight Scorpio trait, by the way.
You know the difference between, like I said, those who are just popping up just because versus somebody reaching out like, cuz, you know, I know we haven't, but this is my situation or whatever the case may be, and you looking out.
Don't call me.
You have to use discernment. So.
Don't call me. The number you have reached is no longer in service. Don't leave a message. Don't try again because you're not going to get this motherfucker on the phone. Because, you know, listen, it's a lot of work that goes into what we do.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
We got to sit behind this camera when we don't even feel like being behind this camera.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to sit here and create and generate content. We don't feel like creating content. So if we come across millions and millions of dollars, it's not if, it's when, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no leeches. I don't want nobody, hey, cuz, remember me? If you got to hit me with some, hey, cuz, remember me shit, that means I don't know you. I don't want to know you. And I'm not looking to know you. Because when shit was bad for me, where were you? Where were you? And I'm saying that because everybody's going to come with their handouts. You know what I mean? Everybody who is there is not really there type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I have so many people in my contact list, but not that many people in my call log.
Okay.
I talk to you more than I talk to my family. We be on the phone talking about everything, and it's not just about the show.
Right.
You know, it's like, how's the family?
Right.
How's your
the
boys?
kids?
How's your kids?
How's life?
How's life?
How's your emotional? How's your mental?
You always ask me that.
How's your mental?
So you know what? Like if I came across 64 million outside of the show, because if we came 64 million, we up. We up. But if I came across that, you would be one of the first people that I'll call.
I appreciate
what are we doing here? You know what else is trending right now?
What's that?
Your motherfucking birthday. Yo, you thought I wasn't going to put you on blast?
It's Scorpio season.
You thought I wasn't going to put you on blast? And you know one thing that I learned about your birthday? You have my favorite numbers in your birthday.
Yes.
111.
The angel numbers.
It's an angel number.
Absolutely.
Manifestation.
Absolutely.
I'm like, holy shit. Absolutely. It's a whole vibe over here. Oh, you didn't think I did my homework on you? You didn't think I was ready for you?
Well, I'm happy that you did and that you know.
I know this because that is one of my favorite numbers alongside 444. You know, these are my angel numbers.
Yeah, they definitely are.
So you are my angel.
Aww.
You're my angel. But I have something else that we need to talk about.
Okay.
So we got monkeys on the wild in Mississippi and crashing with fucking COVID and herpes.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
So I saw that, yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like I really don't get it. Like when I read the article, I just really don't understand. Like, what are they trying to do?
Ugh. Listen.
Like, first of all, the poor animals. I hate the fact that they test a lot of things on animals. I don't like the animal testing. But for you to inject an animal, and I understand that it's an animal and it's not a human being, but it's still a life. Like, why would you put herpes and all kind of diseases into an animal? And then you're like, what are they planning? What were they planning to do? Like,
I mean, it was like Planet of the Apes out this. They're trying to turn us all to Planet of Apes.
That's horrible.
You remember what Caesar said? Caesar home now.
Yes. Now when the apes and shit start turning to people and they start attacking and shit, like then it's like.
Listen, when I saw that story,
I felt so bad.
I said, "Oh my God, now it's going to be an outbreak of COVID and herpes all together." Yeah. Could you imagine what a COVID herpes bump looked like?
No,
I don't want to know either.
No, but so. Now I'm hearing that there's a new strand of COVID out. It's COVID pneumonia.
What?
I don't know how that happened, but I know that there's a few people that I work with that have contracted COVID pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Yes, they went to the doctor, not feeling well, and when they were tested, they were diagnosed with COVID pneumonia. So I don't know if that goes together. Did they develop COVID and then it turned into pneumonia? But it was diagnosed together as if. So
it mutated.
I don't know what's happening out there in the world now.
Bottom line is we're going to be fist pumping every fucking body.
Yeah.
I'm a fist pump mom. Hey, Ma. Don't touch me, Mommy. Don't touch me. You know, I'm fist pumping everybody.
My mother cursed my ass. I was like, girl, you came out of me. What the hell?
Listen, if you got that COVID pneumonia, hey, Ma, how you doing? See you later.
My mother will be like, show.
My mother would be like,
ass up.
Don't you bring your ass over here coughing with that COVID pneumonia shit running around here.
I know.
I'm like, Ma, I just want a plate. Put it at the door.
Yeah.
You know, like slide it underneath the door. You know what I mean?
You still want mama's cooking.
On the fucking chow, mommy. I'm starving. Yeah. So now they have this it's this big black hole in Sagittarius, because you know the solar system and all that stuff. It's this big black hole that swallowed up a star. Now is burning as bright and as hot as 1 trillion suns.
Wow.
I mean, the sun is hot.
Yeah. You
can feel the sun right here, like not literally right here, but you can feel the sun beaming through the windshield. But could you imagine a black hole? See, this is what makes me think about the whole solar system. Those are portals up there. Yeah. I don't care what nobody say.
Absolutely.
That's a portal. Portal to where, though?
Yeah.
Portal to where?
That's a good question.
Where the fuck is this hole going to?
That is a good question.
Who would you like to see go through that motherfucking hole? If you could pick anybody, you could pick anybody to send a motherfucker to the hole.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump to send a motherfucker to the hole.
For the America.
Hey, listen. We need you to take one for the team, my guy.
You need to go in there and see what's going on.
It's a black hole. Elon got the missiles and shit. We need to see what's on the other side of that black motherfucking hole. You know, because I feel like the space and the bottom of the ocean, I feel like that's all connected some way, shape, form, and fashion.
I do too. I think everything is tied into one. This world is just beyond our wildest thoughts.
What?
Like, for instance, do you think that there's life on other planets?
Absolutely. I used to deal with an alien before. My ex was straight from another fucking planet. I'm telling you, she's a fucking alien.
I can't with you.
So yes, I believe that is life forms because you would be a fool to think that we're the only ones that exist in this entire solar system.
I don't believe that. And what kind of well, I don't believe that, not only just because of all the UFO sightings and all the things of that sort that people talk about in the videos that's been surfacing since I was a kid. I can remember in the newspaper, UFO sightings, alien sightings. Yeah. I even have some friends that have family members that have told me they've seen aliens or they've morphed.
Wait, hold on.
I think
your friends and family said that?
My friend's family, my friend's sister says that she's seen an alien in a supermarket. It's following, and they disappeared. They were in the form of people, but then he liquefied and disappeared. And I just was like, okay, she's a little bit crazy. But I do think that weird sightings and things of that nature do happen.
Okay. I mean, I'm not laughing.
It came from somewhere, and it's been around for decades. Absolutely. People have been saying this for decades. So I don't think that people are lying. I think that they are seeing
these things.
Yes, they are having sightings.
Yeah, absolutely.
What also made me feel this way is because you watch movies like Terminator and Alien and things of that sort, and you see the creatures, and these are movies from back in the 90s or things like before, now, of course. So the ocean, right?
Yeah.
The ocean is another world.
The ocean is
another world. Right?
I feel like it's a planet underneath there.
It's another world, planet, however you want to see it.
Right.
So there's times where I watch like the documentaries on Netflix and things of that sort, and the things that come out of the ocean now, like the types of fish that they are catching and finding and bringing, like they look like aliens. They're clear. They're things that I've never saw or seen in my life, and it's just like this particular alien looks like the Predator.
I saw one that looked like my ex-girlfriend.
I cannot with you with this ex-girlfriend. Like,
I mean, we're talking about fucking aliens now. Well, we're talking about aliens.
Stop it.
It looks just like out of a fucking movie. I swear to God.
You're crazy. But yeah, I just feel like there's so many different types of species in the ocean now that are surfacing. Right. And when you're looking at these fish, it's just like, wait a minute. Like there are fish that are coming up that look like they have somewhat of a human face. Yeah. They have human teeth. Right. Like, and I'm like, hold up. This but you know what's crazy?
When I saw those pictures online, and I'm always in the comments. I'm always in the comments, right? Somebody said the fish with the lips and the teeth.
Yes.
Yo, what that mouth do, my guy?
I can't. I don't want to know what that fish with that mouth does.
I don't want to know what that mouth do neither.
Like what?
But it did have some juicy ass fucking lips, like Kim K injection lips.
We're talking about the same fish. I know exactly what you're talking about. It has like a roundish forehead, and then it has a nose, and then it has these bubble lips,
just like my ex fucking girlfriend
that look like.
I'm telling you,
you better hope she's not watching this show.
But I didn't say which ex girlfriend, by the way. I have multiple exes.
Okay, somebody's going to narrow it down.
Listen,
you better be nice.
If you looking in the mirror, you look like that fish. That's your fault.
I don't want to go outside and your tires are flat on that beautiful Porsche that you have sitting out there.
We already spoke about crash out moments, and all that stuff. And speaking of crash out moments, shout out to my sister in the building.
Hey sis.
hey, listen, I hear stories about the crash outs, but hopefully I'm not sitting on flats or whatever the case may be. And thank God this show is not live.
Okay.
Thank
God.
So New York City has a new mayor.
Yes.
What's his name again?
Zohran Mamdani.
So the reviews is crazy.
It's very crazy.
It's like we lost the city.
He's trending.
He's trending big time right now.
Social media.
You need to be on the show.
Yeah.
How let me or Mei Ling get on the show? Yeah. But he's trending hard because the city is torn right now. It's like, even 50 Cent posted something.
I saw that.
Like, rest in peace, New York City.
I saw that. Because this guy has big dreams for New York. He's talking about free childcare, lowering the cost of rent and things of that sort. Like, he has a lot of big dreams. And I was listening to the news where they were saying that his dreams are kind of like a little outlandish.
Okay.
Because the city's budget maybe, say for instance, 64 million, and his dreams are like 100 and something million. So it's just kind of like, how is he going to pull this off? But I saw that he was reaching out to, like, he has, so sometimes the youth, they're a little detached with politics and things of that sort because of the temperature and the way things are.
Right.
But he's out there reaching out to the youth, and he even has the youth like rooting and cheering for him and getting back involved into the politics because he's young and he's getting in touch with them somehow. He's connecting with them. And he's outside. So
outside?
Yeah.
Outside?
Yeah.
Mayor Adams was outside.
Did you?
Mayor Adams was outside.
Did you see my post last night where somebody posted that Astoria last night was gonna look like Miami, so they gave it the what is it, Stiami, like Astoria, Miami type of thing, because they said they outside partying for this guy.
Yeah.
Did you see his turn up? Like,
it was turn up.
Yes. I mean, listen.
He was getting sturdy.
Yeah.
But he's the youngest mayor of New York City.
Yes.
He's the first Muslim mayor of New York City. So history was made. Unfortunately, I haven't been really following this whole thing. So I can't speak, as intelligent as I would like.
Right.
But what I see is the city is divided.
Yes.
Some people, just like any other political thing, it's either yay, nay. We're doomed. We're excited for the changes. But one thing that I would like to say to all the viewers and listeners of the show is that one person cannot change the entire system. There's different laws and different ways to govern. And, if you want to make a change, you got to go out there and vote for all parties and all that other stuff, like voting for the Real Man Group podcast to be number one.
Absolutely.
Go out there and vote.
Vote, please.
Vote for that. We need that.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Let's see what's going to happen with all the homelessness. We're going to, New York City needs one big extermination. This is my city. I love my city. Yeah. But we need, you got cats the size as rats. Did you see this viral picture in New York? There was a cat and a mouse eating at the same plate.
I didn't.
Cat and a rat. They both sitting there eating out this, like, yo, we're going to break bread together. Like, fuck it.
I probably would have threw up seeing something like that. I did see the other day, I was driving through Manhattan and I was sitting at a stoplight. And I saw this young lady approaching the corner. And as she's walking to the corner, I look to my left. And I see this humongous rat that looked like a baby kitten running towards her. And I'm just looking because I'm like, when she makes the connection, me personally, I probably would have ran out in traffic. Like, I don't play with rodents. They make my skin crawl. I don't like mice. I don't like rats. Anybody can tell you, like, I'll leave my house if I just can't. I don't like mice. I don't like water bugs. Like that is not like I'm really like it makes my skin crawl. I'm a girly girl when it comes to that. And I saw this young lady walking, and I saw the rat coming, and he's like trooping it. He's taking off, and she's walking. But I guess as she got closer, the footsteps kind of made him turn and run back. And I'm like, oh God, thank you. But I think she sensed it because when she got to the corner, like she looked, and I just was like, oh,
she heard.
My goodness. And I'm just sitting there because my heart is beating for her because I'm like, if that rat would have ran over her foot, just bump.
I would have waited to see. I like shit like that.
No, but I'm sitting at the light. I saw it before she got there. The rat ran back, and I'm just looking, and I'm like, this is horrible. Like the rat is. I saw one. It was an Instagram post. It was like a something in a train station. It wasn't necessarily a dumpster, but like one of those canister things. Mm-hmm. And I saw a rat run by, and something came out and snatched the rat and pulled it up under. It looked like an even bigger rat.
Oh shit!
I'm just over the rodent and the infestation.
So hopefully this new mayor will be able to do something with that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he can do much about the cost of living, et cetera, because everybody is looking for that, you know. But here's my thing. If you work hard to live in New York City, let's say you got a penthouse, you know, do you really want to have low-income housing next door in the same building as you? I'm just looking at it from, like, I worked hard not to get out the hood, like we were talking about before. You know, so if I'm spending 20 million, 64 million, right, on a penthouse, I don't want to have to live next door to some shit. No offense to anybody,
right?
But I worked hard to get out of this, out of this hood.
It's like when you live in a community, you have a HOA. Yeah. Everybody's homes have to be identical. Everybody's home has to be clean.
Yeah.
Your lawns have to be cut. It has to look uniformed.
Yeah.
Because now if you have somebody that move in and they paint their house purple, everybody else's house is white, and they're not cutting their grass, it's not uniform, and it doesn't stand together. So now when you come into this community and you're driving through, and it's like, you see this purple house with the grass tall, and there's freaking, green molds growing on the side of the house. It's like, wait a minute.
What are we doing here?
Everyone else's house. So it's kind of like you pay to live in a certain type of community. You want everyone to upkeep, and you want it to be uniform.
You want it to be uniform.
So I get exactly what you're saying.
You don't want nothing pulling down the quality of the life that you have created for yourself. Yeah. And I'm saying, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of people who, would do right by that, because they want to get out. They want to do these things. Right. But, because that's one of the things, one of his initiative is pushing that free bus services and things of that nature. Listen, every politician comes into this world promising the world and get in and realize the city, the state, the government can't afford it. So good luck to you, new mayor of New York City. Yeah. Is definitely history that we witness. I remember the day when Obama got elected. I was able to see that. And even with him, he came in with so many, high hopes, and, got into the seat and realized there was so much red tape.
They turned his hair gray.
Listen.
Fast.
Listen, my ex-girl turned my hair gray.
What is it with you and this ex-girl?
You know what? I came in here with some shit on my mind.
Oh my goodness.
Please. I came in here with some
that's what we're
with some shit on my mind.
Okay. I'm here for you. You can let it off.
Can we have like a little
You want to lay down on the couch?
Yeah, but the mic is not going to reach down that way. Okay. I would if I could, but I came in with some shit on my mind.
Okay.
Jealous motherfuckers. Jealous motherfuckers. Okay?
Okay.
Have you hold on, let me just calm down inside for a little bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jealous motherfuckers. It's real. It's real. What's your take? Are you dealing with any type of jealousy, envy at this point?
That I know of?
That you know of.
I wouldn't say jealousy that I know of. No. I don't know. I'm the type of person.
You're so politically correct. Because you know that it's people going to be watching this show and be like, she's talking about me. Like, everybody going to be like, who the fuck is Mr. Gray's ex-girlfriend they keep talking about?
Right.
But go ahead and continue.
No. Honestly, I'm just the type of person, and people always say this about me. I guess I'm just kind of modest. I feel like I work hard.
Okay.
And I feel like the things that I have physically or materialistically rather, I feel like they're not things that other people can't accomplish if they don't work as hard. And when I say things like this, I get bashed all the time because people are just like, you can't say that, May. Because you have something that other people don't have. Your personality, the way people love you, your heart, the way vibe. You give, your vibe, you know, your generosity. Maybe your style or whatever the case may be. Those are things that other people may not have. So you don't have things that other people may easily attain. So it's just like, stop saying that.
Right.
And then I take a step back and I look and I'm like, okay, maybe you are right or whatever the case may be. Those aren't things that people can take away. But I just feel like to each his own, like we're all created in our own unique way. We all have a uniqueness about ourselves. And so this may be my uniqueness. I just feel like look in the mirror and find yours. Like, what's unique about you? Or whatever the case may be. So I like to say, I don't think that people are jealous. I think that there may be people that look, and I'm not going to necessarily say envy, but I think that people may look and admire certain things about me. Something I just don't like. And it's not necessarily pertaining to me, but just in general, like I don't like when a person copies and then doesn't give credit.
Oof.
I can't see something that you're doing and like it, or see something that you bought and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go out and buy the same thing. Right. I'm gonna give you your credit. I'm gonna give you your props, because if I seen it on you first and I didn't see it in a store or in somebody else and I seen you put it together and I'm like, that's fire. I'm gonna tell you, like, listen, those Versace sneakers you got on the fire, Mr. Gray. I'm going to get those.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to get those today.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I like that blue. I'm going to cop up here. Where'd you get those from?
Thank you so much.
It's just a common courtesy, and I think that sometimes when people do that and they don't give you credit, and then it's like you kind of see it or you notice it, it's just kind of like,
what are we doing here?
What's happening here? Like, you gotta pay homage, or you gotta give credit sometimes, you know. Yeah. And I see now sometimes where when people say that, I see what they mean by it. It's just like, you know, you gotta give credit where credit is due. I just can't see something and I'm just go out and buy the same thing and not give you a credit because I know I seen it here first. I didn't see it in the store.
Right. So are you the type of person to throw on something? Like, let's say your homegirl had that blazer. It's fire too, by the way.
Thank you.
And you got the same blazer.
I got it in Colombia.
Shout out to Colombia. So now you wearing it. Are you gonna like tag her and be like, shout out to Venus for the plug on the blazer? Or are you gonna just wear it and be like, girl, good looking for letting me know about this blazer?
No, but I do have girlfriends that so this is my thing, right? You're going to take from people that are around you. It's just life. It happens.
Yeah.
This is what we are put here for. It's an exchange. You use people for certain things. You don't misuse people, but you use people. So sometimes you use them for their style. Sometimes you use them to get ahead. Sometimes you use them to learn certain things. But this is what we're supposed to do as friends, as you know, business part, whatever the person is in your life, whatever your relationship is, you're supposed to use them, right?
Yeah.
So I have girlfriends in my life. Majority of them older than me, because I've always just had older friends. I like the maturity and things like that because I've always been mature for my age. And some of my girlfriends, I love their style and I take from them, but I don't never, you know, sneak and be like, oh, let me go look that. I ask, where did you get that jacket from? Shit is fire. I want that, you know? Or for instance, my girlfriend went out and she was going to, she had a jacket that I liked. And I was like, that jacket is fire. And she was like, I'm going to take it back because it's too small. I have to get a bigger size. And then I was like, can I try it on? And it fit. And I said, can I buy it from you? Because I like this. This is fire. And she was like, yeah. So I gave her the money for the jacket and she went and bought her another one. It's just that sometimes if I know we're hanging out, I'll be like, what you wearing? because I want to make sure that we're not going to look like Bopsy twins. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but we both have our own sense of style, but just so we're not looking identical for the night. So it's just all about giving credit where credit is due, you know?
Yeah.
If I know that I see something that you like, that you have that I like, and I want to buy it or whatever have you, I'm going to ask you, where did you get it? Or I'm gonna tell you, girl, I'm going to get that jacket. That jacket was fire. Or if I'm out and I copped it, and I'm gonna let you know, like, girl, I was out today and I seen so on and so forth, and I tried it on and it looked nice, and I bought it. So make sure when we go out, we not dressing alike. It's just a girl
dope.
thing,
that's
you
dope.
know,
Girls,
and that's just me.
That's dope. Girls are different when it comes down to shit like that. Like, I mean, some of them, some women are different. Dudes will look at you and be like, all right, copy. They be taking like pictures in their mind.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
You know what? I'm gonna wear that shit later. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get that later. Occasionally, you see a dude. I have a dude come up to me and be like, "Yo, my guy, that's fire." You know what I mean? Like, there's some dudes in the comment that be like, "Yo, Mr. Gray, where you get that shirt from?" And I have no problem with telling them, "This is where I got the shirt from. This is where I got this from." You know, but a lot of dudes who just look at you up and down, keep it moving, and in their mind be like, "Yo, that shit is fire." But here, I got a question. Like, would you prefer for people to be jealous out loud or jealous silent? Meaning, you know, people just, this bitch think she the shit. This dude think he fly.
No,
or would you want
think
somebody,
I'm the shit,
right? Or would you prefer somebody to be like, you know, keep that shit to yourself, or whatever the case may be? Would you prefer that, or would you prefer for them to be vocal about it? Good question, right?
I think that vocal is always great because I always want to know where I stand with someone.
Yeah.
Reassurance is everything for me. Reassure me
That's
where we stand. How you feel about me.
Yeah.
So when you're vocal about anything that you're doing, it lets me know where I stand, you know, and it allows me to make the decision whether I want to stay and continue to have a relationship with you or how I'm going to move with you. Yeah. And that's important to me. I never want to be your friend or be cool behind your back, or behind my back rather, or just in the dark rather. Yeah. I want to know, like, okay, this is how you feel about me, or these are the things that you're saying. Okay, well, I know where we stand, so now I know how to maneuver.
Yeah.
Because when somebody is jealous in private, you may be giving them all your love and you may be going hard. And, you know, as we spoke of before, I'm a Scorpio. So when you're in my circle and I consider you a friend, etc., I'm going to go hard for you. Yeah. So I need to know that, you know, you feel the same way about me, or how you feel about me, because if you don't feel, I'm not going to continue to go hard for you.
They say a person that doesn't congratulate you is calculating you. Think about that for a second. So if a person is not able to come up there, knowing that you have reached a certain pinnacle in life, you achieved a certain goal, you know, like us having the hottest podcast out right now, you know, to not receive those congratulations from the people that are close to you, who gives a fuck about everybody else? You know what I mean? If we get it, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We're very humble here, by the way. Yes. We're very, very humble. But at the same time, we're very real with things. So they say that if they don't congratulate you, they are calculating you. Meaning they're watching your movements and seeing where you are. Like money watchers, people that's watching your money. You know, so, you know, there's going to be some people who watch the show and be like, oh, these guys is making money. They monetize. They doing this. They doing that. You know, so it's like they be watching your pockets. Do you think a jealous friend can still love you?
Oh gosh, that's a catch-22.
Off that,
I feel like jealousy is just love and hate together.
Can it exist? Like light and dark cannot exist in the same space. You can't. Oil and water cannot exist in the same place. So can a jealous friend still love you? Exactly. They cannot. Because even down to, like, me and my sister, we're very, 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 very close. And we talk about things, and we have, you know, off-air conversations all the time. And we're stuck holding on to friendships that we should not be holding on to. We know that they envious, they jealous. Could a jealous friend still love you? I don't think so. They loved the fact of being your friend, being associated with you, being able to use you whenever they can, and having access to you whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe that a jealous friend can love you at the same time.
I think it goes through its ups and downs, and I think that that's a struggle because I think that the person sometimes they genuinely love you, but sometimes they just may be jealous of who you are in the world. Um, like I said, sometimes it could be your personality, it could be the way people love you, it could be the way you always land on your feet when certain situations prevail.
God.
And you always come out on top, and they just don't understand, like, this bitch never land on her ass. She always lands on her feet.
That's right.
Like, how does that happen?
That's right.
What is it about her?
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be. So it's not necessarily, like I said, it's a catch-22 with that.
You know what my favorite song?
Sorry
about that. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy?
Uh-huh.
This is weird. This is where the Scorpio kicks in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scorpios understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when we shouldn't understand, we understand. We get shit. And I understand people so well that it's like I can understand a person being jealous and loving you at the same time. Like, I understand that you have a disease. I understand that you may not be on a level that you want to be in your life. You may have self-esteem issues and things of that sort. Like, it may be something within you that is not where you want it to be. And so sometimes, right, when people are not happy with themselves and they have issues within themselves and things that they need to work out within themselves, it's hard to look at a friend or look at a person or someone else and see their rise or see their level or see that maybe they have the same 24 hours and they found their knack or what to do with their timing or their promotion or whatever they have going on. And you how could I explain
Still excel.
it?
Still make it pop.
Like I said, I just get it. I understand it. I don't know how to fully explain it, but I just get it. I understand these people. I understand sometimes it's something within people that they need to work out within themselves.
So
it's unfortunate.
It's crazy.
It's unfortunate, but I do understand it. I do or have had encounters with people that are like this. And it's just like, you maybe need to go get on the couch and talk to somebody and figure things out, or maybe do some soul searching, or maybe pray or try to find what it is that you're missing, but like I said, sometimes when people are just they're not there. Sometimes they can look at the success and things of other people that they have going right in their world, and it just makes you feel a sense of jealousy, or just maybe like, when is my time coming, or why not me? And I understand that, and I get it. But I just feel like sometimes too, when you see people around you taking off or doing good things, or sometimes if you see God blessing someone, I like to look at it as God's in the neighborhood. He's next door. So let me make sure I stay in his face, because if she's over there getting blessed and she got this going on, and this is my people's, or me and him are cool and he got this going on, I'm gonna be in your face too, because I'm gonna be like, what did you do to get where you are? Like, how did that work out for you? You know what I'm saying? Drop the jewels. And then after that, I'm gonna go get in God's face, because I'm gonna be like, listen, my man.
I'm right here.
What do you need me to do? Do I have to fast? Like, do I have to read the Bible more? Do I gotta go get, like, what is it that I need to do, to walk this path so that my blessings can flow? So it's just about, like I said, looking yourself in the mirror and trying to figure out, what it is that you need to do. And so this is why I say I understand.
You're better than me.
I understand.
Let me tell you that you are better than me. And that's why they always say, like, your friends have to balance you out. Mm-hmm. You balance me out in so many ways. Between you, my sister, you guys really balance me out a lot, because I'm really big on clip culture. And let me explain what clip culture is.
You are.
Right? if we're not aligned, if we're not on the same level, we're not whatever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I would clip you as quick, very, very quick. Because to me, the moment you display a level of jealousy to me, and just like you said, you know, as a Scorpio, you could pick the vibe up. I could pick that vibe up too. You know, it's certain things that I'm able to notice with someone that I feel like, okay, you know what? I need to keep this person at a distance. You know what I mean? Because being from the hood, you've seen what jealousy can do to someone. I remember growing up, I mean, the pretty girls was getting slashed in their faces, and the handsome dudes was getting slashed in their faces. You know, dudes getting money. You know, their best friends setting them up because they're making more money than they are. You know, so I guess there's some, maybe I'm traumatized by it, trauma or whatever, but at the same damn time, there's certain things about me in my life that is off limits to people that I don't know.
Absolutely.
You know, and even people that I do know.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? There's so many people that don't know where I live. You don't need to know where I live.
Absolutely.
You know, just because we talk, you don't need to know certain things about me, because I feel like a jealous friend cannot love me at the same time. Because if you love me the way that you say you do, you know me very well. If it's something that I know, there's something that I can do for people, I'm going to do it for you.
Right.
But then I also know that there's a limitation for me or what I can do for people, because sometimes people, they are fascinated with the idea of doing something that you're doing. But then once they realize that, fuck, I gotta work, I gotta do this.
They don't see the struggle that comes behind it. They don't see the blood, sweat, and the tears.
They don't see none of that.
They don't see the late nights and
listen. They don't see none of that.
Sacrifices.
They don't see the sacrifices. All they see is the finished product. So 50 Cent, I read his book, and one thing that he said in the book, he says, everybody knows about the vitamin water deal. Everybody knows that I made millions and millions of dollars off the vitamin water. But what people don't know is all the losses that I took. All the losses that I took leading up to the vitamin water deal. Or how many films, you ever looked on Tubi and seen 50 Cent in the movie? Or looked at some low budget movie and 50 Cent is in that? But people don't know that he had to go through that process to get to where he's at now, because everybody only focus on the wins, not the losses or the come up or the sacrifices.
Right.
You know, so this goes into my next thing, is like the switch up season. I call it the switch up season because once you start reaching certain pinnacles in your life, once you start branching off into different avenues, different things, because people that know you forever, and we say people that know you forever or knew you for a certain amount of time, they know you from a certain place. They know you from, man, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. They know you from, my credit score is hurting. They know you from having issues with your car all the time. They don't know this new you. They don't know range, Mei Ling. They don't know that. Well, maybe they do because you've always been about your shit. But they don't know that come up person. So it comes a time where it's a switch up season. And that switch up season, you know, either you can sense it or it just come out of left field like, holy shit, like, damn, homie. Damn, shorty.
Yeah.
We used to be rooting for the same team.
Yeah.
Now I feel like you on the other side.
Right, because your perspective of life changes. When you start wanting more and you want to do more with life, you start moving a certain way.
Yeah.
And you start doing things differently. So I'm no longer like that friend. Like, I've been out. I'm gonna tell my age right now a little bit.
Well, you just turned 26.
I've been outside for a long time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was in a tunnel at 16.
Ooh.
And we know the Tunnel nightclub was way back eons ago, right?
That's right.
I was in the Tunnel at 16, 17 years old, you know?
Yeah.
And so me, at my age now, having grown children and things of that sort, outside doesn't excite me anymore.
That's right.
You can't call me on a Saturday talking about let's go to the club.
Yeah.
That's not going to work for me. I'm not a club girl. I'm not that friend to call and say, get dressed, we going out. Now, I do love going out to dinner. I like trying different restaurants. I like trying different foods. I like lounges and things of that sort where I can go and we can converse over dinner, try different foods, have different wines, and maybe hear some good music and do a little two-step. That works for me.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get on nobody's line. I don't do lines.
Yeah.
I'm not going to nobody's club to be standing up or standing on couches. Like, that's just not my thing, or whatever have you. And so for the friends that still are doing that, more power to you. Have a good time, have fun. If that's what works for you, that works for you. But I've been doing that for a long time, so that's not me. But if you want to hop on a plane, and you want to go to a new island, you want to go someplace, you want to travel, even if it's just if it's to another state for the weekend, you want to go to New Hampshire or freaking I've never been to Canada, which is crazy.
From the last episode, I'm never gonna forget that.
That's far. That's far. That's a day's travel. But I'm just talking about something local. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if you just decide that you want to go to Arizona or Colorado, something different, someplace I've never been before for the weekend, 3-day vacation, we go to another state real quick, San Francisco. I'm with that. I like stuff like that because that's different. Now we going someplace, we trying different foods and seeing how, San Franciscans, seeing whatever they are, how they live.
49ers and shit.
Right. Isn't that what a trolley rides through the street? Like, I would like to do stuff like that.
Right.
So my point in all is just, I'm not that friend. I don't want to do that. And so to the friends that are still doing that now, maybe we're not in sync anymore because it's like I'm on Instagram and I'm watching them outside turn up and party and I'm like, oh, you look cute, having a good time, or I'm commenting and giving them, but that's just not my thing. Yeah. So does that make me
less of a
friend? Or does that make me think that I'm better than, because I'm changing. I don't want to do that anymore. Maybe you get to a point where it's just like, you know what, now I want to buckle down. I want to get my credit right. I want to buy properties. I want to start a business. I want to start a part, like whatever it is that you want to do in life. When you get to a point where you want to buckle down and you want to isolate yourself and get focused in your career or in your craft or whatever the case may be, find your profession. Or maybe I've noticed that a lot of people as well are settling down, they're buckling down and they're getting in tune with their creator because they're starting to see that you can't do this life without God. So a lot of people are getting in their Bibles, they're studying, and you seeing life unfold in front of them because this is what he promises you.
Yeah.
And so people are getting focused and they're pulling away from all of the things that they have been doing that no longer works or serve for them. How long are you going to continue to do what doesn't work for you? Yeah. So you can't be mad at me because I'm changing. This is my switch up now because I want more out of this life. At my age, I have more good years, and I'm not being negative. I'm very optimistic. I'm very open. Like, I manifest. I'm always looking at things from the up and up. I like high vibrations, good energy. But realistically, I have more good years behind me than I have ahead of me. Unless God is going to allow me to live to 200, which would be ideal, great. I would love it. But realistically, like, as I'm getting older, it's like those years are gone now. I had to start making this shit count. Like, what am I going to do next? You know, if you haven't already set your legacy and things that, you want to do or put things into perspective, now is the time to do it. And I think a lot of people are becoming woke. And so for the people that are still out there living day to day and doing all of the regular stuff that they've been doing all of these years that hasn't gotten them anywhere or trying anything different, you can't be mad at the switch up. This is what I got going on over here. Now, if you still my friend and you love me, you're going to wish me well and be like, okay, girl, when I'm ready to go hit a lounge or whatever and maybe go out to eat dinner, something of that sort, I'll hit you up. But for that, continue to party and do your thing, but I'll just be over here. That's not my thing anymore.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
There's nothing wrong with that. That saying, ever since he got money or she got money, she been acting different. And there's a lot of celebrities that go through that. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Ever since they got money, they switched up. Ever since they got money, let me tell you something. If you don't switch up when you get money, I feel like that's a problem. It's almost back to like what we were saying about
with the basketball player.
Like
he got money and didn't switch up, and look what happened to him.
You got to switch up. You got to switch up. It comes a time in your life where you make smarter choices and you're going to outgrow your circle. Nipsey Hussle said it the best. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go.
Right. Absolutely.
Everybody can't go. So it goes back to that whole 64 million.
Absolutely.
If you haven't been in my call log for the last, I give 30 days. Don't expect shit from me. I don't care if you is living in the back of the studio.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
You with this time frame thing.
Listen.
You with this time frame thing with the 60 days, clip it with the 30 days.
Yes.
I have to disagree with you.
Let me ask you a question. Every time that we're talking on the phone, what am I doing?
Working. Working. You're creating, you're working.
When I'm done working, what am I doing?
Working.
Exactly. And if I'm not working, I'm with my kids, I'm with my family.
Well, you take rest here and there.
I take rest, but my rest is working towards building solid relationships with my kids and my family.
Right.
But I put a lot of work into this. A lot of work into this.
Yes, you have. I will definitely give you that.
I make the ultimate sacrifices for this. You got people that can't even sacrifice their time to wish you happy birthday.
This is true.
You got people who can't sacrifice their time to pop out when you're having something.
This is true.
You got people who just love the idea of having access to you, being able to use you. You know, it comes a time where you just turn cold. You turn cold. Your ice, my heart is where my ice box, whatever it used to be, whatever that fucking song is.
My heart is where the ice box is where my heart used to be.
There we go. We both fucked it up. So what? But y'all know what we're talking about. But you know, it's like, you know, it makes you turn cold. Jay-Z, one of your favorite rappers, in the song that he did with Drake, he says, I don't want no friends. Because everybody wants something for me.
I don't want no friends no more.
I don't want no friends no more. Yet, you know, you got to understand me. Because he was like, everybody knows the price of everything, but the value of nothing. Everybody knows the price of something. You know, is somebody right now watching this video and they'll be like, oh, she has a presidential on her wrist. That is about $30-something thousand. But what's the value of what we're telling y'all right now? What is the value of everything that we're saying right now? What are you taking away from this? But everybody knows the price of everything, but the value of nothing.
I have to agree with you on that because I'm one of those people, and I'm not perfect. I fall short. However, I try my best to give and to be that friend, that person that I want in return from people. And you know, I have friends that I've grown up with.
Say that again.
I have friends.
No. What you did with your hand?
Friends.
So it's in quotations, right?
Yes, I have friends that I've grown up with.
Okay, continue.
Because my whole thing is, right, I understand, again, Scorpio, always understanding shit. I understand that sometimes life's. And sometimes people get caught up with work and family and things of that sort. And sometimes they don't always have the availability to pop out or to attend or talk on the phone every time. But when we do speak, the love is always there. The energy is always there.
That's okay.
Sometimes it's an hour or two conversation because now we're trying to catch up on, you know, the last 6 months that we haven't spoken. And so this is why I say with those 30 days, if you haven't been in a call log, there are people that I would do that are not my call log for the last 30 days. This is why I say you with the timing.
Okay.
But I understand, like I said, when we speak, the energy, the love is always there, but sometimes life is just busy and it doesn't form like that. And that's okay. So now, like when important things happen, you know, like a milestone birthday, a 40th or a 50th birthday party or a retirement party, things of that sort, I know in advance, I try my best to make it. I make sure that I get the day off from work. I have my schedule cleared. I have outfit. I might be running a little bit late, but
women are always late.
I try my best. To be present for these things. And then I find in turn sometimes, like when I have these events or when I have functions and things of that sort, it's just like,
where are you?
It's kind of crickets.
Where are you?
Now, I know that the love is there. Like I said, when we speak, I know that the love is there. When we talk, it's just like X, Y, and Z. But it's just like, if I can set aside the things that I have going on to be present for you, You know, I just feel like, where's the reciprocation? You know,
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And there have been times where people may have had things, and I may not have. I'm there, but maybe I haven't shown up for something big, or like a 50th birthday, and so now it's just kind of like, you've kind of fallen back from the friendship because I didn't make a 50th birthday. But how many other things have I shown up for? How many little things have I pulled up for? You know, how many times have I pulled up and had a birthday gift for you? You know what I'm saying? When you don't never buy me a birthday gift. But these are just the little things. So I feel like it's a balance, and you have to know, you have to know your friends. You have to know the people.
Absolutely.
That's why I did this, because you have to know, who you're dealing with, and you want to know that the love is genuine, and it just has to be a balance. But you also have to know too in life that people are not always going to give what you give. When you give, it has to be from the heart. It just has to be who you are. This is me. This is who I am. It's genuine. And even if I don't get it back, I have to be okay with that, because at the end of the day, this is not why I do it, but this is why my blessings flow. This is why I always land on my feet. This is why things always happen or work out in my favor, because of those things that I do that I don't look for back in return. It comes back to me in other ways. So this is why you have to have your balance. And this is why I just say sometimes.
So my sister always tell me this. She says, when you're dealing with somebody, you have to be careful on them doing things for love or out of love. She said, understand the difference between the two. You showing up for people is out of love, right? So like, okay, you know what? They're inviting you out to a party, event, et cetera, et cetera. This is because I have love for you.
Right.
So you got people that do things for love. They're like, you know what? I came to your party. Why are you not coming to mine?
Right.
So it's just like the loyalty of things, of friendships. As we get older, they're tested more.
Yes.
They're tested more. Now it's just like, the saying of day ones. You're like, it's my day one. This is my ride or die. But maybe that person been in your way since day one.
That's a possibility.
You know what I mean?
That's a possibility.
Because
I think that a lot of people associate
time
or history with a person to their loyalty or their friendship.
Absolutely.
Because I've known them for so long, I have this loyalty to them because we've been friends for 20 years. But again, like a prime example is this. Sometimes you have to look at your circle. You have to look at your circle and look at the people around you. And if they don't motivate you, and I've just had this conversation with somebody the other day, if your circle doesn't motivate you, if you don't look around and see your friends and feel motivated or feel proud, it's just like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And it doesn't take away from the fact that, like I said, you may have known someone from the cradle and you grew up together. So now you feel like, I have loyalty to this person because I've known them for 30, 40 years. So I can't cut the friendship, or I can't fall back, or I can't, I can't switch up, or whatever the case may be. You absolutely can, because sometimes you got to get, I'm not that no new friends person. Everybody, when that song dropped, everybody was running around, riding a wave, no new friends, no new friends. But I feel like if you don't open the door for new people to enter your life, for a new circle, how are you supposed to prosper in life? How are you supposed to grow? I think about a lot of people that, are where they are. If they would have kept the same circle, like you talk about Jay-Z. If Jay-Z would have kept the same circle of friends that he had when he left the block,
right,
would he be where he is? He had to cut a lot of people off.
He had to. I mean, but then this goes to those friends who are loyal. So if you're talking about the music industry, you talk about Jay-Z, Bleak, Tata, right? You would never hear anything negative come from these guys' mouths. Well, first of all, you don't see Tata on camera, but Bleak, shout out to Bleak. I fuck with Bleak. It's always the big homie this. I'm not going to do this because big homie is not going to allow for this. He's not going to like this. And there's a level of respect.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then you go down to 50 and Yayo. It's a level of respect that they have for each other. For us, I remember one day, I was on the phone with you. Late night, I think it was maybe after 10. He was like, yo, I want to give me a fish sandwich, da 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 da. Right? He'll give me a
Just
fish
blow me up.
sandwich. Listen, I'm keeping going to get a fish sandwich. And I'm like, I'm hungry. He was like, you hungry? I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. He was like, what you want? I'm like, oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just tell me what you want. And you got out of the drive-thru because I was late. I should have told you before I was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
You went back on the drive-thru, waited in line, got me some food, brought it to me, and said, all right, here, I'll see you later. Don't think I ain't forget about that. And those are things for me.
64 million.
Huh?
I said 64 million.
64 fucking million.
Me with that 64 million.
That's the reason why you're going to get that call when I get that 64 million. Because, true friends, real friends, is able to go through the test of time with each other. They are able to go through the ups and downs and challenges, different personalities, etc. Me, I have a very strong personality, and a lot of people can't deal with that. I'm not cocky. I'm very humble, but I'm very confident in myself.
Yes.
I'm very, very confident. And some people are not able to deal with that, right? Because whatever your shortcoming, whatever, I'm not the type of guy that comes in a room and outshines someone. I'm usually the guy that's in the corner. What's up? What's going on? If it's your birthday party, we want to shine a light on you. We're going to celebrate you. It's not about me. No matter how big I am, how small I am, I'm going to celebrate you. But a lot of people confuse my confidence in myself with cockiness. And a lot of people be like, but he's cool and successful. I don't know about him. And it's very challenging for me. It's very, very challenging for me. So at some point, I was really on no new friends. But part of my journey of healing and becoming a better version of myself through therapy, my therapist told me that I need to leave the door open for new friendships and new people. But don't just open your door to anyone.
No.
They have to fit and you have to trust them. I mean, you're not going to fully trust any and everybody.
Right.
But give them enough rope to hang themselves.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But if they come with good intentions, their heart is pure, genuine, allow for them in to your life piece by piece.
Yes.
So that's where I'm at with everything.
Right. I think that's great advice. I think I'm all for it because like I said, you have to be able to surround yourself sometimes with like-minded people.
Yeah.
You have to get around people that are doing the things that you're doing. So when you step in a room and you're overconfident or whatever because of what you have going on in your life, nobody feels away because they're confident too.
Yeah.
They're cocky too, or whatever the case may be because of what they have going on. So when you go and you sit down and you amongst other people that got American Express cards and black cards.
Right. What's a black card?
You don't have to.
What's American Express card? So somebody who has it.
You don't have to feel away because everybody's pulling out their cards. Everybody's like, no, I got it. I got the bill. Not you sitting at the table and it's just like, oh, well, I didn't order that. So I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for that. Everybody's pulling out their card to pay because when you get around people that are like-minded or that are moving in the same direction or doing the things that you're trying to do, then you don't have to worry about, certain things. And like I said, you use them for what it's worth, not misuse, but you use them for what it's worth. And if you build solid relationships, even one or two out of this room or out of these people, if you get a good one or two solid relationships, then you did good.
Right.
But I'm just all for definitely opening up my circle and
that's good.
Allowing, but like you said, it's within measure. Like you
levels
don't just
for that.
Open the doors like I'm just gonna tell you my whole life story and everything about me. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
And
there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I could only imagine what the Rock Nation brunch look like.
Yeah.
We'll be there. we'd be there.
I would love.
But just imagine, like, you know, just
the talks that go on,
exactly,
and how
the
people
talks.
are just, you know, they're exchanging, and they making, you know, plans and writing things in there. Here's my number, call me, and we're gonna do brunch and talk about this idea or that idea, and it's just networking.
You
know what I mean? And that's what you want. You want to be able to network and build relationships with people. So if you have that closed door, that closed mindset, no new friends, no this, no that, how are you ever gonna?
Let me ask you a question.
Network.
What's better than 1 billion?
2.
That's right. Let's get to this bag.
2.
Let's get to this bag.
2.
You feel me? Because look, if you think about it, if you are around people who is at your level or above you, there's no room for no jealousy, no envy.
No.
There's no room for that. You know, that's why the most successful people in the world, they say, are the most loneliest, right? Because they're so afraid of what people was going to do and take from them. You know, look how Michael Jackson was. You know, he was a grown kid because he lost his childhood. You know, shout out to Michael Jackson, man. He was a great guy. You know, but you know, you just become isolated. Like, you create this island, and the island is the success that you created, because then now a successful man cannot just walk in the bar and pick up a woman anymore. Because now they're looking like, how can I come up off this dude? And even for you better watch out too. You know, because you got some dudes that be like, you know, how can I come up off of her? Because we are one of the number one podcasters right now popping.
Absolutely.
So that's going to come with some type of energy. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So what's the vibe?
We the vibe. We the motherfucking vibe.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Happy birthday, my friend.
I appreciate it.
My triple one.
That's right.
Everybody watching
Scorpio
this, put triple ones in the comment section below. You know, wish Miss Mei Ling happy birthday.
Yes, I'm super, super grateful, thankful, and blessed to be here, to have another lap around the sun.
Around the sun.
Yeah.
Well, around the universe, you know.
Yes, my creator isn't done with me.
That's right. So what I need for everybody watching this video, because we spoke about the black hole and the galaxy or whatever and Saturn, I want you to put in the comment section who you would love to see go in that black hole and disappear. Me? Maybe my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, man.
Maybe my ex-girlfriend. So this is episode 3.
Yeah.
Of our new venture. I'm very excited for what we have. I'm very excited to show the world who Mr. Gray is, and for the world to see who Miss Mei Ling is. Just based off of who you are, I mean, your personality, your big heart, and your visions and your point of view on things is going to help a lot of women out. You know, and not to mention, you're going to keep me in check. Even in the intro, I'm Mei Ling, I'm here for the ladies. The fuck all the time, you know. But
right.
You're going to keep me grounded, and I learned something from you today. You know, you taught me to just be more open-minded to new friends. And
absolutely, with discernment.
Yes, I'm going to be open to that, you know. But I'm the type of guy that got one eye open, you know, one eye, you know, like I'm watching y'all motherfuckers.
As you should.
You feel me? Because I'm protecting everything that we built. But listen, this was a great episode, and you came in here with such great vibes, great energy. You know, this is your season. This is your Scorpio season. This is your month. And, you know, thank you for just giving us what you gave us today. And I'm very grateful for you.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm like I said, I'm just grateful and blessed. And,
yeah. So it's 2 things we're going to work on. We're going to work on 2 things. You know, once we're done with this episode, the first thing is we're going to figure out how we're going to get to 64 million, because that's going to be our number.
Yes.
Right. The second thing is how are we going to get into the Rock Nation brunch, and how we do that is we got to be able to show them that we're worthy,
yes,
and that we have the number 1 podcast popping right now. You know, shout out to Danny. You know, Danny's phenomenal. Don't think I wasn't going to shout you out, Danny.
That's right.
All right. So Danny is one of the producers of the show.
We love Danny so much.
Shout out to my sister Venus for being here in attendance of the show.
Hey, Venus.
And I'm Mr. Gray from the Real Men Group podcast.
And I'm Mei Ling.
Where we have real Real conversation, real results. To the next one. Peace.
Rita.